Hey everybody, so wow, we have some shocking news this morning as the Dallas Stars have fired head coach Jim Montgomery, and Rick Bowness will assume the role as interim head coach effective immediately, and Montgomery is gone as Dallas Stars head coach. And I don't think anyone saw this coming. This is wild, but obviously I'll read the statement here from Stars general manager Jim Nill. This obviously was not about wins and losses. There was an issue, a behavioral issue with Jim Montgomery, and the statement here says the Dallas Stars expect all of our employees to act with integrity and exhibit professional behavior while working for and representing our organization. This decision was made due to unprofessional conduct inconsistent with the core values and beliefs of the Dallas Stars and the National Hockey League. So Jim Montgomery did something that got himself in trouble here, and man, things are changing fast in the NHL. Obviously, when Mike Babcock got fired, a lot of ex-players came out and trashed on him and just the way he is as a person, and said, he did a lot of things that he really shouldn't have been, and he wasn't a good guy to play for. And then we had the whole Bill Peters situation that ended with him resigning in Calgary with the racial slur issues, and now another coach bites the dust. And this is interesting because this comes one day after the NHL, Gary Bettman in the NHL yesterday put out a whole thing about there'll be zero tolerance for any type of abuse or inappropriate behavior from any team employee, coach, general manager, anything like that. Teams have to let the league know when something like that happens and gets reported, or there'll be severe discipline to those teams. And there's also now a hotline set up where players can anonymously report incidents that could be considered abusive or, unprofessional conduct. So obviously Jim Montgomery did something. We don't know what. There's still a lot of details left to come out about this. This just happened 15 minutes ago. But Jim Montgomery is gone as head coach of the Dallas Stars, and Rick Bowness is taking over. Dallas has been playing pretty well recently. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. They've moved into a playoff spot. They're the first wild card team out west after a very, very tough start to the season. But obviously this has nothing to do with how they're playing or their win and loss record. This is 100% about changes happening in the NHL right now. The behavior of coaches being watched very, very closely under a microscope. And clearly, Jim Montgomery did something behind the scenes that was bad enough for him to lose his job. So more details will certainly be coming out on this later. There's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot out about it right now, other than he's been fired and Rick Bowness is taking over. But we'll see how the Stars handle this. We'll see how the players react to this. Dallas does have a game tonight. So this is, they don't even really get much of a chance to think about this. They got to go out and perform tonight on home ice. So, this is, obviously a shocking situation, not anything that anyone saw coming, but with the way things are currently in the NHL, with all the issues involving Babcock and Peters and other former coaches being talked about, as well as how, things that they did when they were coaching or the way they treated players. Everyone is under a microscope now. Everyone is under a microscope. And if you have any skeletons in your closet, they're probably going to get found out. And clearly this is something that happened while Montgomery was coaching Dallas. This isn't a situation like Peters where it happened years and years ago and they're just digging it up now. This is something that happened somewhat recently while Montgomery was head coach of the Dallas Stars. So he's out, and Rick Bowness was taking over as the interim until they can either make him full-time or find another coach. But just shocking. I did not expect Dallas to be a team changing coaches, but that's what happens when things like this get found out. And obviously, we don't know what he did yet, but whatever it was, or maybe it was a repeated behavior, or whatever it was bad enough for him to lose his job over. So Jim Montgomery gone as Dallas Stars head coach, and shocking news this morning. With that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.